Hello and welcome to Centre Circle. I am Jermaine Brown. It's May Day as the Jamaica Premier League approaches its climax. 9 grueling months of football will come to an end in May with the quarterfinals, semi-finals and the final all to be played. This week, we talked to the man pulling the strings, Chris Williams, who is the chairman of the Professional Football Jamaica Limited, PFJL. It's now down to the business end of the Jamaica Premier League as the playoffs kick off next week Thursday, May 8 at Sabina Park. The pairings have not been completed as the final round of matches in the preliminary stage will conclude on Sunday. The Montego Bay Sports Complex will host one of the semi-finals on May 15, the first time since 2016 that the Premier League will be played there at this stage of the competition. At that time, Montego Bay United beat Portmore United in the final.
We're bringing the playoffs to the second city, and we are spreading the excitement of the Jamaica Premier League into Montego Bay, a historic moment. Catherine Hall, Thursday, May 15th, 6 p.m. first game, 8:30 p.m. second game. And then the final semi-final is on Sunday, May 18th, back at Sabina Park. And that's going to be super, super exciting. We have entertainment, we have artists. That is going to be a packed Sabina Park. And then we wrap up the Jamaica Premier League 24-25 season with the Superfinals, the Ray and Neville Superfinals, Labor Day, Friday, May 23rd. The finals kicks off at 7 p.m. at the National Stadium. Labor Day, Friday, May 23rd. All roads lead to the National Stadium.
This is unique where the final is concerned because normally the final would be on a Sunday or a Monday. This time it's in the week, it's Labor Day. Why that day though?
No work the next day, business. Sunday is obviously a great day, but we have the opportunity this year to take advantage of Labor Day on a Friday, and therefore nobody's at work. The day is not as competitive as a Sunday with other activities taking place, and there's no work the next day. So the whole weekend is still at their disposal for them to recover and get back to work on Monday morning.
According to the PFJL chairman, Chris Williams, playing the semi-final in Montego Bay has nothing to do with Montego Bay United, and that the match will go ahead whether MBU are in the semi-final or not.
Commercialization and popularity of the league. The league serves a dual role. One is it's a tournament which teams participate in to win, and obviously that's critical and that's prior to one. But equally and in line with its origin, the Jamaica Premier League serves as the catalyst for football in the country. And the JFF felt very strongly that the flag bearer for the sport must be carried as far and as wide as possible. And as long as we have broadcast quality venues around the country, then we need to carry the playoffs around the country so that everybody gets a taste. And that motivates a young man sitting in Catherine Hall, getting the crowd and the excitement, and that note, go home and him train harder.
What if Montego Bay United failed to reach the semi-final? How will that impact taking a game to the second city?
We're going to Montego Bay. We're going to Catherine Hall. As I said, it's a give and take. So there wasn't a prerequisite from JFF for Montego Bay United to be playing for us to play at Montego Bay Sports Complex. No, the two are not married. The two are not married. What we're trying to do is to spread the game, and it will hurt. I think it don't hurt me. Sabina Park bigger, and we know we're going to pack up Sabina Park. So but it's a give and take. It's a give and take because, as I say, it's also the flagship. We know it's not a private league. It's not the NBA, or NFL. It is the national league. So we also have to, accept that we have a dual role.
What about the cost and the other teams, our teams to travel?
Let me say that what we are looking at as an executive is compensating the playoff teams for being in the playoffs. So it's not only travel, it is more time on the pitch. So it is feeding the players, it is additional training, so their resources are more stretched than teams that are not in the playoffs. So we are in active discussions right now around compensating the teams that are in the playoffs in a manner that is more equitable, given the fact that they are assuming more responsibilities.
One of the biggest bones of contention last season was the loss at the gate, despite the National Stadium being three-quarter filled.
Well, listen, yes, I'm new to this. I mean, we took some hits at the gate at last final, and we made the changes for this final, and we're brought in additional security and so on. And we're hoping for a better result. The other playoff games were good. We made good profits and so on, but the finals was not. So we've gone back to the drawing board.
Like the PFJL did last season in honoring another producer in Russian, they will do so again. This time, it will be not nice.
A number of his friends are going to be passing through, just like last year when we had a number of Russians friends pass through and salute him and juggle on a couple of his rhythms. The same will happen again this year, and it's going to be epic. And who not nice having at them camp? All of the top Gaza man them. All, you just check out who in a not nice camp, and you can imagine how we're going to stay Labor Day at the National Stadium.
Are the fans supposed to expect the Gaza boss himself?
Yo, you asked me the same question last year, and Niger boy was there. Because you said Niger boy now come, right? And Niger boy come and mash up the place.
But while some people will understand the marriage between the music and the culture and the sport, some would say, why honoring a musician and not say a past footballer?
Well, the process is not singular. At this time, we have enhanced the viability of the Superfinals with this marriage, but we do have plans to honor several past Jamaica Premier League icons with another type of event. And remember now, one of the critical strategies in our original business model is in our name. Just our name sends the clear signal of the strategy. We're not called the Jamaica Premier League. We're called Professional Football Jamaica Limited. And that says to you, we intend to develop the ecosystem of professional football. And just the players on the field in the Jamaica Premier League is not the only means by which we will do that.
So I know at least one party who had a problem the last time based on the financial output in that venture of honoring Russian. Now, I'm sure that concern will come again if the PFJL go down the same route this time for Fanatics.
Yeah, but the last year we weren't able to get it sponsored. We have had it sponsored this year, but the execution of the salute for Russian last year, I personally sponsored. The league didn't sponsor. But this year we have Ray and Nephew on board, and they will be leading the halftime show. So they are the title sponsors for the Superfinals halftime show.
When we returned from the break, Williams came close to being ousted from the PFJL.